I'd say grab your seeds and grab your gum, but this is the hard count. I'm your host, Kat, and I am joined by a lot of people this evening. We've got Cobra, Eli, Keith, and Billy. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Oh,
Eli, I think, forgot to unmute his microphone.
I was dealing with it there. That's my bad.
There you go.
Red
There you go.
flag.
Oh my
Red
god, that
flag.
was loud.
Red flag.
I got loud.
Why you were not? What?
Sound guy, turn him down.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I know he's upset about Tomlin, but let's.
Get him out. Get him out.
There's a cross now. Are we doing a
She's got
exorcism?
the.
What is
She's got
going
the power
on?
of genius. I thought that was.
Sound guy, turn him down. We got an exorcism going. What is going on?
Hold on. I've got holy water, too.
Holy water.
Get Ginger out.
Someone call a urinating tree.
What in the...
Anyway, sports fans, how we doing? So Cobra didn't have a chance to do a recap show last week. So why don't we start with that? Cobra, do you have those numbers or?
I do have the numbers in front of me.
Please.
However, I will not be doing the rushing, receiving, and passing stat leaders.
No. I don't think we need all that.
No, because we're gonna go long anyway. So, week 13 in the books, and the Green Bay Packers defeated the Detroit Lions 31-24. By the way, Kat, you picked Detroit not covering the spread. Obviously, they did not with a loss, so you lost that one. Keith, also, his objection point was voided. The Kansas City Chiefs got ass blasted by the Dallas Cowboys, 28-31.
That's rude.
And Keith picked Dallas to upset the Chiefs on that one. Way to go, Keith. The Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Baltimore
Bengals. You mispronounced that.
Bengals. And actually, I did pronounce that right if you hate the Bengals. So the Bengals
Get alert of this guy.
The Bengals defeated the Ravens 32-14. Keith, you're not going to be happy about this. I got to bring up a little bit of pain. The Chicago Bears upset the Philadelphia Eagles 24-15. Which, by the way,
Keith.
I picked. On Baltimore, I picked them to not cover the spread, and they lost. And on Philadelphia, I was the only one who picked the Bears to upset. So,
I could not believe the Eagles lost.
Yep.
I was almost as devastated as the Orioles losing, as the Ravens losing.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week.
We're recovering from the tryptophan of turkey, all right? The San Francisco...
Also a very dear friend of mine who was a football fan passed away today from her battle with cancer.
Oh
my goodness. So that has been coming up all week, and it's just been a really rough week.
The San Francisco 49ers destroyed Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns 26-8, easily covering the spread.
Am I the only one who feels really bad for Sanders?
I do too.
I do too.
Yeah. But Kat, you won that one, by the way. You predicted that right. Tampa Bay defeated the Arizona Cardinals 20-17. Congrats, Kat. You also picked that one, right? The Houston Texans upset the Indianapolis Colts 20-16. Keith, you were wrong on that pick.
It's okay, Keith.
Yep. The Miami Dolphins.
Hey, I 100%.
Yeah, not all of them. We can't all hit successfully. I mean, we've had a real bad one before. The Miami Dolphins defeated the New Orleans Saints barely, 21-17. Keith, you picked Miami to not cover the spread, so way to go. The New York Jets the plane crash that they are, defeated the Atlanta Falcons 27-24. I picked Atlanta to win because it's the Jets, but
You were wrong.
completely. The Jacksonville Jaguars steamrolled the Tennessee Titans 25-3. Kat, you picked Jacksonville to win that one and cover the spread, so congrats on that. The LA Rams got defeated by the Carolina Panthers. Wait, are the Panthers good? 31-28 Carolina. Keith, you picked LA to not cover the spread. Obviously, they lost, and I objected and thought they were going to cover the spread, and how wrong we were. Oh, Eli just stepped out a minute.
We lost Eli.
Yep, he should be back. The Seattle Seahawks delivered a goose egg to Minnesota's door, 26-0 Seattle.
Crazy.
They should have gotten Aaron Rodgers, and they wouldn't have this quarterback problem.
Oops.
By the way, Kat, you picked Seattle to not cover the spread, so you only get a half point because you picked the correct team.
That's all right. I'll deal with it.
The Buffalo Bills, made the Yinzers boo renegade. Do you understand how hard that is to do? 26-7 Buffalo. I went with the Bills.
Of course you did. Of course you did. You had to.
Yep. And the Las Vegas Raiders got trounced by the LA Chargers, 31-14. I picked the Chargers to win and cover the spread. The Denver Broncos defeated the Washington Commanders in a thrilling in overtime, 27-26. Excuse me. And
bless you.
The New England Patriots defeated the New Jersey Giants 35-15 in the Monday Night Football game. Kat and Keith, both of you picked New England to win and cover the spread. I did not. I picked New England to not cover the spread. Obviously, you guys get the full point. Which, by the way, Keith, Kat was the winner. Keith, you finished second. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
All right. So.
Sweet.
All right, Kat, let's get into it.
All right. So, not a whole lot of news this week.
I disagree. The aforementioned Yinzers booing to fire Mike Tomlin is definitely in the news. Definitely newsworthy. So
that I haven't heard because I don't go on that part of the web. But for those of you who live in the dark side of the web, you go right ahead and tell us all about what the Steelers fans are doing.
So, yes, after all, a Yinzer lives directly into my head. I think that's no secret. But, yeah, the fans at Pittsburgh, affectionately known as Yinzers,
affectionately. We're going to use that word? Okay.
Yeah, affection. We have to. But during their hype song, which is Renegade by Styx, they were booing it. They normally cheer and sing along, but they were booing the hell out of it, and a cacophony of chants of "Fire Tomlin" were heard throughout the stadium. And not only that, but friends of the channel, Urinating Tree and Chiseled Adonis, were definitely pissed off and agreeing with the fans' apathy that they should get rid of Mike Tomlin. And in fact, I kind of predicted this in a little video I made for TikTok, that they shouldn't have gone after Aaron Rodgers. They should actually get a proper quarterback and fire Mike Tomlin into the sun. So that definitely was there.
How reasonable is it, do we think, to expect the Steelers to get rid of Tomlin?
They don't. Hold on. Time
How
out.
long has he been there at this point?
Billy, I think has the floor. Cat, and answer that question.
The Steelers don't fire coaches. The only exception was Matt Canada, because that was a universal agreement that Matt Canada was awful. Very, very, very awful as an offensive coordinator. They don't fire coaches. They retire or let their contracts expire. That's what they do to coaches.
And according to a recent report, Mike Tomlin has apparently like 2 years left on his contract. But the fans are pretty much tapped out, if that makes sense. So odds are, that of him getting fired at the end of this season are low. However, end of next season, possibly high. The fans are getting tired of the quote 9-8 Super Bowl. They want to actually win a playoff game. They actually want to make it back to the Super Bowl. That's why they keep going that. They're as pathetic as Leafs fans at this point.
I will say this, once Tomlin leaves, he's not going to officially leave the head coaching gear. I say he's going to get a firing via promotion.
Would make sense on that one, Billy.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
All right, so 2 little pieces of news that I found. The Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert is questionable for the game tomorrow. I believe it was his hand. I didn't write that part down.
Cat, correction. It's not Cat, correction. It's not tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. It's Monday night.
Oh, right. Monday night. Did I mention it was a really rough week?
I can tell.
Then we have the Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson saying that he's ready for the Steelers game. He has been plagued with injury after injury after injury, and the hamstring took him out for a while, but his ankle he kind of battled through. He had like a foot issue and then a toe issue. But apparently he says he is 100% for tomorrow's game. I guess we will find out. The Lions were over the Cowboys 44-30. Prescott, now I saw that score 44-30, and I was like, did they have any defense? Apparently not. Prescott had a 66% completion rate, and
Jared Goff. It's
Goff.
It's not easy beating Goff, Cat.
Okay.
It's not easy beating Goff as well.
Goff had a 73.5% completion rate. So I mean, that's really it. That's really right there what won and lost the game.
Well, we do have to remind people that the Cowboys did trade Micah Parsons at the first week of this season to the Green Bay Packers, so that's kind of a reason why they don't have a defense.
True.
Unfortunately, it's probably better than the Eagles right now.
Ouch.
I mean, the Eagles did have kind of a rough game, but it's a new week. It is a new week. Eli is trying to get back in. Give me 1 second, guys.
He should be able to on the link to the Discord. Tell him to click the link in Discord.
Meanwhile, we have a score update. It is 3-0 Indiana.
The Hoosiers. Ooh.
Okay.
The reason that
Go ahead. I was about to say, just wanted to add, apparently in that an injury update for the Bills Cincinnati game, T. Higgins is expected to play. However, Joey Bosa and Terrell Bernard are out. So just wanted to give that little injury update on that contest.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
In the Midwest.
All right. So really and honestly and truly, and not just because it's my team, I think the biggest game of the week this week is going to be the Ravens Steelers game. I have a funny feeling that this game is going to set the tone for not just the AFC North, and I might be a little exuberant saying this, but I feel like it's going to set the tone for the whole of the AFC.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I mean, if Lamar Jackson does what he did against Cleveland and complain he has a little bit of cramping and goes backstage to take a shit, I think he'll actually do a very fine job defeating the Steelers.
I
only
really
works for the
think
Cleveland Browns.
Well, yeah, you take there's only one way to take the Browns to the Super Bowl, and that's definitely not with famous women respecter Deshaun Cosby.
And
but
announce the Super Bowl every time.
Yeah. Oh boy. Welcome to Hard Count, everyone.
So, I really feel like Lamar's injuries, kind of, I don't think he probably should have played, that Thursday night game, and I'm probably in the minority saying that, because he looked so good on that Sunday, but he needed a week between games at that point. And he didn't get a week between games at that point. He had 4 days. And I think that I think it was too quick for him, in all honesty.
Sometimes that Thursday game throws everybody off.
I personally, I understand why we have the Thursday night games the way that we do, but also from an injury standpoint, I kind of feel like you should have a Thursday night game after you've had a bye week. You know, you have your bye week on Sunday.
I agree with you.
All right.
And then the following Thursday.
I sent Eli the link back in, by the way. Hopefully he's coming back. He comes back in.
But then the following Thursday you play football, and then you've got however many days until your next game. I feel like enough teams have bye weeks. During the season, I've noticed that there's been 4 teams every week with a bye week.
Yeah.
Is that? Am I imagining that?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not wrong.
I feel like that could be a way, especially, I mean, the pace of the game is just that in baseball. The pace of those games. Yes.
The speed has become a problem. And the NFL and all the professional leagues, not just the NFL, NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, they're all having trouble slowing down the game and these athletes. Unfortunately, they're not going to because, the technology, the conditioning, just all this is, we've had this discussion many a time before, Kat. So, we just be ripping a Band-Aid off an old wound at this point.
Well, and I feel like there are little ways, like, you have your Thursday night game after your bye week.
Mm-hmm.
I have AI at this point. Like, I bet AI could write a schedule where the Thursday after your bye week, you have your game.
No. See,
I bet.
What I think the NFL needs to do is I think they need to raise the amount of people on the active duty roster. Not just
so that you could have more starters or more second or third string players available.
more second and third string and practice squad people available.
Okay, I'm back. First of all, number one, Cat, do not give the NFL any ideas. Yes, at all. Secondly, my idea would be utilizing the UFL and creating a minor league system.
Agree with that. I agree with that.
College has turned into the football minor league. I was literally just talking to somebody about this today.
Exactly.
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Pretty close.
They're pretty close as far as the developmental, but as far as a feeder system, they are not. Billy is proposing that the UFL should technically be a feeder system for the NFL.
Yeah, like the AHL and ECHL.
Correct. That is what Billy is saying.
So, Billy, would they have a different season than the regular NFL season? Like, would they be spring, summer?
They would be, keep it spring, summer. Keep it spring, summer. That way, they are still in use for the season. But if they're needed at the time, hey, you could slap like a UFL patch on their jersey, say, hey, you're a UFL player that's come onto our team. You could potentially earn a spot.
That or like promote them to practice squad guys.
Yes. Yeah. With the aforementioned UFL patch.
I definitely think utilizing the UFL would be a good option. You've already got the framework. You've already got some teams. You've already got a fan base somewhere for them to play.
As long as they don't do what Trumpty Dumpty tried to do in the past and tried to compete with the NFL. That's what led to the USFL's original demise.
Here's the other part of that. These kids coming out of college, these kids coming out of college, especially the kids from Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Oklahoma, those guys don't want to do the minor leagues. They don't want to. They want to go straight to the big show. And I feel like they almost need a minor league system to get them up to speed, because we're just seeing so many injuries. I haven't had a chance to look.
That.
I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah, but I wanted to add to that, Kat. Not just that.
Yeah.
But the cut rate that the NFL has. They cut 6 rounders every day.
Oh,
you can be
astronomical.
You can be drafted by an NFL team, but they can cut you on a drop of a hat. You're not guaranteed anything in the NFL. So
that gives the true meaning of NFL.
Yes,
not for long.
Right.
Yeah. So if the UFL can be that feeder system for these cut lists, for not only the cut lists but the undrafted, who needed a shot, who wanted a shot, were deemed, undraftable at the time to get a shot, or say a quarterback bust trying to rehab and rehabilitate their career to try to get back into the NFL. That's what the UFL should be.
Yeah.
It definitely should be
I think that would be a really great.
Yeah,
I think that would be a really great
because
avenue for them to.
And like I said, keep it in the spring, summer. Keep it in the spring, summer, and also make it fun. Like the NFL, the UFL, excuse me, should be in these places where there isn't an NFL market, if that makes sense. Like they should be in places close by, but not really, that have stadiums but are not used.
Like the old
St. Louis, San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like Major League Baseball does with their minor league system.
Correct.
They've got the feeder teams close by, but they're not playing in the same stadiums.
Although that was due to COVID, but less talking about Corona Chan, the better. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to get back on.
Like the Frederick Keys play in Frederick.
Yeah.
The Orioles play in Baltimore. The Ironbirds play in.
Yeah.
Where do the Ironbirds play?
But that was primarily developed because of COVID to make sure that the feeder system was closer together. That's what I'm putting out there, because the Wilmington Blue Rocks were originally a Kansas City Royal affiliate, and now they're not. I think they're now with Washington, I think.
Well, the Frederick Keys weren't affiliated with anyone for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And now they're going back in with the Orioles. But I mean, their contracts change literally all the time. You can be affiliated with whoever will affiliate with you.
Right. But
I guess also there's a financial aspect to that.
Yes. Kat,
I feel like the feeder
way off track. We're going way off track. We're going into baseball season, and it's not there yet.
I feel like the feeder system
Come on,
for
guys, let's
football.
Just go.
I feel like the feeder system for football needs to be more kind of what the Major League Baseball has started to do. Because I think it would just make for a better game. And I mean, come on, year-round football, guys.
Oh yeah,
that would be awesome.
Which is definitely something we've been wanting.
Right.
But Billy is left.
Before we get to our bold predictions, why don't we hear about our affiliate for this week, Raw Nutrition?
That's right. Our friends at Raw Nutrition, are definitely getting into the swing of things with Black Friday when it comes to protein, pre-workouts, and whatever you need to do to get those gains up. We here at Handed Down Sports Media choose Raw Nutrition. They currently have 35% off of a called Don's Birthday Stack, where they have their creatine isolate, protein isolate, and pre-workout, which would be which are the flavors? They are. Looks like a birthday cake flavor. I think. Hold on. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cake
raspberry lemonade. So that's Raw Nutrition. But of course, you get free shipping when you score 75% off, $75. Excuse me. But using our affiliate link in the bio takes you to Raw Nutrition, helps out the channel, so you can show the channel some love and see why Cobra gets those gains from Raw Nutrition. Thanks a lot, guys.
Give some
Thank
love.
you, Cobra.
All right.
All right, so next we've got our bold predictions, and Cobra has our magic wheel.
All right. And I did roll the magic wheel beforehand, before we even got started. The roll is Billy, myself, Keith, and Kat. Because Kat is the host, Kat goes last. So, Billy,
and if Eli hops back on, we'll just tuck him in somewhere.
Yeah, he'll go after me.
Sure.
He'll go after Keith. All right, so, Billy, you have a tank bowl. You have the Washington Commanders facing off against the Minnesota Vikings, future home of Aaron Rodgers. The Commanders are favored by 1.5.
I have to take Washington.
Gotcha. And I definitely don't think anyone's objecting to that. All right.
I would just have with a busy football.
Yeah. All right. I've got the Battle of Birds. The Seattle Seahawks facing off against the Atlanta Falcons. Seattle favored by 6.5, and I am taking that.
Mm-hmm.
If Seattle didn't deliver that pounding to the Minnesota Vikings like they did, I would not have picked them. Also, if Atlanta didn't choose to lay down for the Jets, I would have picked Atlanta. But yeah, they're definitely like Alabama. They're with Cousins now. All right, Keith.
Go for it.
You have the Denver Broncos facing off against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Broncos favored by 7.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go Denver.
Yep, he is picking Denver covering. All right, Kat.
Let's hear it.
You have the second Tank Bowl. The Miami Dolphins facing off against the New Jersey Jets. The Dolphins favored by.
Oh man, do you know when I was scrolling through all the teams, I was like, oh man, the Dolphins and the Jets, blah. And now, now that's my game.
Karma.
Miami is favored, you said?
Yes.
By 2.5.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Miami. I don't think the Jets are gonna get it together anytime soon.
Any objections? Nope. Okay.
And Ohio State just scored.
Of course.
God hates America.
Speaking of that, Billy, you have the Indianapolis Colts facing off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts are favored by 1.5. Go ahead.
You know what? Jacksonville wins.
He's going with an upset. Any objections? Not this time. Makes sense. All right. Now for me. Yep.
Oh boy.
I got the Pittsburgh Steelers facing off against the Baltimore Ravens.
Of course you did.
The Ravens are favored by 5.5, and you know what? I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chicken butt.
I am picking the Pittsburgh Steelers
I
to defeat
object.
the Baltimore Ravens.
I object.
Because the Redbirds are not going to do a thing, Redbird. Go ahead.
I object.
Go ahead.
Ravens are winning. We're in Baltimore also. And if Lamar can actually keep his shit together,
Emphasis on
I don't
shit.
think the Steelers stand a chance.
Well. Sometimes you got to go to the bathroom before you go to Browntown. All right, Keith.
I mean, sometimes I can't imagine being a football player, man.
I wouldn't either. Keith, you have the Chicago Bears. The Bears. Facing off against the Green Bay Packers. The Packers.
Did you miss me?
No, you're last.
Okay.
It's Billy, myself, Keith, you. Bears
are. Okay.
Yeah, because you're the host, you go last. Keith, Chicago, Green Bay. Green Bay 6.5.
Green Bay.
Covering?
Yeah.
Any objections?
That should have been a clear pass
I lost
interference.
mine.
Obviously. You know what? I will object. I am going to object and actually going with the upset. I am going with Chicago. Green Bay looked off. Green Bay has looked off in the past. Chicago will be carried by their defense, not their offense. All right, Kat. Here we go. You have the Cincinnati Bengals facing off against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are favored by 5.5.
Yes and yes.
All right. Any objections?
If the Bills were favored by like 7.5, I'd have said they weren't going to cover the spread. But 5.5, yeah.
Any objections?
No.
All right. Billy.
What?
You have the New Orleans Saints facing off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs are favored by 8.5.
Just Tampa.
Yeah. That's all he had to say. All right. I have the LA Rams facing off against the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams are favored by 9.5, and I am taking the Rams, but not covering the spread.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Keith.
Different choice there.
That leaves the last game. The Houston Texans facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5.
Only because they're home. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Any objections? Billy, Kat, any objections?
No.
All right.
That's a coin toss one for me.
All right,
So
guys.
I'm not gonna object.
Well, we're at the Monday Night Football game.
Yes.
All right, the Philadelphia Eagles facing off against the Los Angeles Chargers. The Eagles are favored by 2.5. Everybody, you know the rules. Give me that bold. Billy.
This is all going to depend on Justin Herbert's play. Whether he's healthy or not. But I will say, you know what? I'll say the Chargers win.
Right. I am definitely also going with the Chargers. Philly's been suspect. That is my main reason. Keith?
I really going to kick myself for this. But I'm going Chargers too.
Wow, that is hard. That is hard on Keith. Kat?
With Herbert being questionable, I'm going with the Eagles.
All right, Kat's going Eagles covering the spread. All right, our predictions are locked, guys.
Wait, what was the spread?
2.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If they win by field goal, they win that.
Pretty much. Of course.
Exactly.
So, before we go, we definitely want to remind our listeners that we have a Patreon. For as much as an Arizona iced tea, a.k.a. $1, you can become a member and support the channel. We'd love your support. We're trying to grow as best we can. We also have our other podcasts on this channel, Handed Down Sports Media, like Biscuits and Penalties, our hockey podcast that we had last night where Billy and I took command. We also have the Handed Down Beatdown tomorrow night. After, of course, Passing the Pigskin, hosted by our friend Billy, our college football podcast. Then, of course, we have our podcast during the off season, like The Lap Down and Dirt and Turf. Both will be entering season 3 next year. So be on the listen for that, especially with Greg Farmer right behind the steering wheel once again. And, of course, we want to thank you, sports fans, who have been taking time out of your day to listen to us. You know who you are. Don't forget to follow everything that we do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because you never know when there might be a Yinzer coming to your door. So, anywho.
Hopefully never.
Kat,
Hopefully never.
close us out.
All right. Well, on behalf of myself, Cobra, Billy, and Keith, thanks for joining us for the hard count. We will see you on the field.
Set up.
Yeah.
Put.